The Need to Partake in Social Distancing by Connor Braun. When was the last time the world was put on pause? When was the last time people were told they couldn't leave their homes for an extended period of time? When was the last time the Olympics were canceled? The reason these things are happening is due to the extremely dangerous threat of contracting the coronavirus and spreading it. Are you doing everything in your power to prevent the spread of this deadly virus? If you're not helping to stop the spread, then you are contributing to an already prevalent problem in our society. This is not the first pandemic our world has seen, and it won't be the last. All we can do is control what we do and how we go about preventing the spread. After seeing report after report on people becoming infected and impacted by the coronavirus, I decided that I wanted to be a part of the solution and raise awareness towards how we can stop the spread of this deadly virus. Social distancing will slow the spread of the coronavirus, allow our economy to recover, and save thousands of lives. How will social distancing solve the coronavirus pandemic, you ask? Well, first, throughout the world, people are being impacted by the coronavirus. In fact, according to the Worldometer, there are 2.7 million confirmed cases of the coronavirus as of April 23rd, 2020, with that number steadily rising. How many people must become infected with the coronavirus and impacted before we start to take a stand and end the spread? We can only succeed if we all work together and practice social distancing. I am sure the virus has impacted each and every one of you in its own way. The ignorance of the younger population has been causing serious problems for the older population as well, who is not able to fight off the virus as easily. By thinking we are immune to the effects of the coronavirus, we put those around us at greater risk of contracting it. The virus can be transmitted from a person having no symptoms, known as asymptomatic, which makes it that much more threatening. Due to our carelessness, hospitals are becoming overcapacitated and people are not receiving the help they need. According to prevention.com, symptoms of coronavirus include fever, dry cough, fatigue, sputum production, shortness of breath, sore throat, muscle pain, and headaches. If you are feeling any one of these symptoms, make sure to self-quarantine and avoid any contact with others. As well, coronavirus has shut down the global economy. Hundreds of thousands of people are being laid off and left without income as the economy is tanking worldwide due to the effects of the coronavirus. Schools, concerts, sports leagues, stores, etc., all being shut down because of the virus pandemic. Most face-to-face interactions were also put on hold until we can get the pandemic under control. But there is a way to stop the coronavirus. There is a way, and that is by practicing social distancing and staying home. By practicing social distancing and staying home, you prevent yourself from becoming infected and stopping yourself from infecting others as well. Going out in public should only be done in times of emergency or when the need to get essential supplies arises. And make sure to wash your hands regularly to prevent the spread of germs. Move meetings and social interactions to virtual means so that we do not put others in jeopardy of becoming infected. And according to Justin Boggs from KMGH News, medical face masks should be saved for medical personnel and essential workers due to the short supply, and the general population should use a face cloth or covering when out in public. And if the need to go out in public does arise, it is important to follow the CDC's health guidelines. According to the CDC, you should stand at least 6 feet apart from others when in public, wear a face mask, make sure to wash your hands regularly for at least 20 seconds also. Following these steps will help in stopping the spread of the virus and limiting the effects. These steps could save thousands of lives and help the world recover from the impacts of the pandemic. Not only would we be saving lives, but we would also be contributing to helping our economy recover and much, much more. Now you know what is needed to prevent the spread of the coronavirus and how we all can contribute to ending the pandemic. Imagine the world's pre-coronavirus, our economy flourishing, and new opportunities made every single day. We need to get back to where we were before this pandemic because our current state is not healthy. Imagine the world free of worry about social distancing and stopping the coronavirus. This can be attained through our shared efforts of stopping the spread. Once we all come together and make social distancing our top priority, we will begin to see results and restrictions will be lifted. Example. Now imagine you have coronavirus, but you show no symptoms and have no idea you are infected, so you decide to go out in public. Without even knowing it, you could infect an elderly man who happened to touch the same surface as you, which he then spreads the disease to his family and others and starts to show severe symptoms, eventually leading him to be hospitalized. With overcrowding in hospitals, it's possible he does not get the care he needs and could pass away. All this could have been avoided by just staying home and practicing social distancing. If we want to help the world recover and have people return to work, we need to stop the spread. It costs nothing to practice social distancing. In fact, there are still numerous ways to stay in touch with your peers by using virtual means of communication. Use this time away from society to catch up on a TV series, read a book, exercise, etc. There is plenty of ways to make use of this time of social distancing. And we cannot hope the world will return back to normal. We have to actually take proactive means. We have to partake in social distancing and stop the spread of this virus. Our world is going through a stressful time, and everything in our power needs to be done to beat this terrible virus. That is why we all must do our part and partake in social distancing. According to Time Now News, to partake in social distancing, we must stock up on all essential supplies needed to maintain at least 2 weeks of living. Stay home and away from other people. And if you show symptoms, to self-quarantine for at least 14 days prior to the easing of symptoms. I beg you all to stay home unless in the need of an emergency. Keeping ourselves away from gatherings will do more help than you could ever imagine. If you care for yourself and others, then you will follow this call to action and obey social distancing rules while staying home. Make sure that you're holding your peers accountable to this because if one person chooses not to follow these guidelines, then they put us all in danger and delay our return to normal life. If we all work together and partake in social distancing, we can beat this virus and show that we are stronger than this. We can save lives and help our world return back to normal, all by staying home. This is our planet. Let's help our neighbors and stop the spread of coronavirus. Thank you.